Hello, everybody. I could have sworn I hit the button. Thank you so much for catching it. So don't ask. MT, Shy, Foxtabulous, Vixie, Goldie, Z4, Vanillix. Welcome to the stream, everyone. And Z4, thank you for the membership. I appreciate it, man. Sorry for all the weird technical difficulties getting this started today, guys. I could have sworn I scheduled the stream for 3 minutes from now and not 27 minutes ago. So, thank you for putting up with my incompetence there, as well as the incompetence with missing the mic mute and everything. But guys, yeah, thank you so much for all being here. Let's go ahead and get started on this. Your mic broke, mic machine broke, bestie. Now, yeah, I have a button to turn it on and off, but because that way I can just like you guys, and then you guys can hear me when I hit the button again, like. It's great. It's great when I need to be able to mute stuff real quick. And like being able to just leave my mic muted and everything during like the starting soon screen and stuff. Sorry about the delay. Yeah, I genuinely thought I had scheduled the stream for 6:30. I hopped on to make sure and saw people talking in the chat like, oh, is he gonna start soon? I'm like, ah, crud. Yeah, Rose Girl, welcome to the stream. Cinder, welcome. It'd be nice to get a Baneri before you open Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl on Christmas Eve, but if not, that's just your luck not cooperating. Yeah, it happens, it happens for sure. Also, seriously, Z4, thank you for the sub. For the membership. I really do appreciate that, dude. So yeah, hopefully you guys had a good Friday, a good Thursday and Wednesday as well. Really, hopefully you guys had a good week. Sorry for not streaming yesterday. It was like 2:30 in the afternoon and I already felt like I needed to go to bed. So I was like, you know what? I shouldn't like push myself to try streaming. I always feel like it's already obnoxious when I yawn at my normal levels of tiredness for the evening. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't be yawning 4 hours before the stream starts. Hey, Hunter Unbound, welcome. How are you doing today? You're back, by the way. Welcome back, Shy. Welcome back, man. Yeah, I see you changed your name, made it Shy both ways. Yeah, what's going on, Ash? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. And yeah, Hunter, you're new here. Happy to have you, man. Hope all is well with you. Yawning's unforgivable, I know, Colin. How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I really pushed it getting things ready in the actual, like, starting soon 5 minutes thing. So I have, like, the starting soon 5 minutes, and usually I've, like, mostly prepped the stream beforehand. Cameras on, mics muted properly, things are kind of figured out, switches are all set up, TV's on, like I have most things. I would say I have most things. So also, could someone potentially, I believe this count is right. Could one of you guys be a real big help to me? Go back and check the old, like the previous DRIFLOON stream from last week and see if we ended on 660 encounters. I believe we did. I believe you're right around here. I just wanted to that's one of the few things that's really hard to check, because then the stream audio is going to start playing back. Like the old stream audio. If someone could check that, see what encounter we ended on DRIFLOON, I just want to make sure I have it right. Mindless muted stream would have been interesting. The whole time, the whole stream just pure muted. I thought you scheduled for 6:30, still go live, mad respect. Heck yeah, dude. I mean, it's 6:30 now, so I was planning on prepping and having like 10 minutes to get ready, and then I realized, oh shoot, I need to be live now. Yes, I can go ahead and unpin that. But yeah, so I really pushed it, found out I can get a stream fully set up in 5 minutes. I don't like that. Basically, like I said, like I was kind of saying, usually I have OBS open, I have my lights on, all that stuff. All that stuff's a press of a button, so that really doesn't add all that much time, but I'll get OBS up, I'll get it on the starting soon screen, you know, all this stuff prepped beforehand, obviously. I have to go live before that goes on, so, you know, the TV's usually on, I might just have to, like, make sure it's on the right input or something like that, and then I can, like, prep the mic, get some water, sit here, make sure things are going okay, make sure there's no internet issues, make sure chat's going alright, you know, maybe remap Joy-Con buttons, that kind of stuff. Today, you know, obviously, like, I hit the button to get OBS open, flipped it over, switched the thing to DRIFLOON, reset the counter, and was streaming. And then I had to prep both switches, because I'd been messing around with different saves on different things. Get the TV on, get the settings all back to how it usually is. Right now, the USB cable I use for the capture card for the second switch is the USB cable I use in my car for my phone. So I had to go out to my car, get that, come back in, get that set up. Whenever I set up the capture card, I have to like disable and re-enable the video source just so OBS recognizes it. A bunch of funky stuff had to happen, and it all happened in 5 minutes. Demi Scrub, what's going on? You're lucky enough to get it 1 hour and 1 hour ago, 30 before. Time zone edited. Awesome. Good luck. Thank you. Hopefully we can get it today. Doing great. You got Shiny Bulbasaur. Congrats, Ash. That's awesome. Everything's good. You're actually hunting DRIFLOON as well. Best of luck to you. That threw you off because you're CST, so you saw 6:20 and thought you had an hour. Oh. Yeah, no, I thought I had, yeah, so it's like 5:30 for you, but yeah, so I thought I had scheduled the stream for like starting 2 minutes ago, not at 6 p.m. my time. Yeah. So yeah, apologies for everyone who showed up expecting it. I appreciate you guys' excitement for the stream. I'm excited for it as well. 660 is accurate. Thank you, Colin. I appreciate that. I guess you're losing bank access for a while. Oh no, your bank pass expires in 10 days. Oh, you're not able to renew it in 10 days? Last stream ended at 660. Thank you, Vixie. Yeah, thank you, Colin. Thank you, Vixie, for going back and checking on that. I appreciate it. Very small tear in your mouth, and it's getting very obnoxious. Oh, those little tiny cuts. Yeah. And the ones that are like on your lip or like just inside your lip or something, they're the worst. They're so bad just because like you're constantly going to rub it on stuff or like move it around and stretch it when you're talking. So yeah, it just doesn't like heal right. I feel that. The canker sore. Ah, yeah. Oh, that's awful. Might have to go because your dad's getting pizza and breadsticks. So I hope it's Little Caesars. Yeah. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, hope you get some delicious pizza. Only happened twice before, thankfully. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I've had like various little cuts or stuff like inside my mouth, like on my lip and stuff, and they always stay around longer than other ones. Yo, Jeffrey, what's going on? Will I ever do a Nuzlocke? I've been considering it. People have been asking about that. Currently, I am admittedly slowly playing through Shining Pearl. Just like as a normal playthrough, so I have a second save I can use for National Dex Pokemon, and for Shiny Hunting version exclusives on my main saves. Basically, I have one Brilliant Diamond save that's a main save, and a Shining Pearl save that's a main save, and then these other saves that I'm using specifically for DRIFLOON or specifically for Piplup, or just kind of secondary saves that I'm using for various hunts that I don't want to do on those other saves yet. Next week, we'll either be using our Piplup save for this, because we'll have finally found Piplup, or we'll be using my main saves, just because I'll have found a normal DRIFLOON on both. But yeah, so I actually am kind of thinking about doing a Nuzlocke as some kind of video thing. I don't think I'd do it as a live stream. I don't think. If I did it as a live stream, I might do it over on Twitch, and then, like, make the VOD over here like an edited video or something. I don't know. I want to do it. I want to try it. But I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it yet. Good question, though. I appreciate it. Just said steak now, showering, but will lurk. Oh, steak sounds good, man. I had some chicken nuggets. That was my dinner. Friend may come over tonight, and he is an ex-trombone player. Quit over break and you're at sax. You have Grandpa's trombone. You can see if he can help you learn the slides. Oh, that'd be cool. Now we can charm ASAP. Got 2DS last night, so you're gonna make you some living decks. So if and when he comes over, he can give you his card, put it in, and fill a little decks and Ultra Sun and give him the game back. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, for the decks. Yo, Poke Guitarist Jake, welcome to the stream. What's up? You're 240 eggs for Shiny Murkrow. Best of luck. Best of luck on the Murkrow, man. I know you've been working on that. Voice sounds a little like Ross from Friends. Oh, does it? I guess I can see it. Having not seen a whole heck of a lot of Friends. Yo, Terrell, what's going on? What Pokemon are in my main team? So, my main team was an Empoleon, a Luxray, Staraptor, Dialga, and a Rapidash, and then like a free space basically for evolving stuff. That was my main team when I played through Brilliant Diamond the first day the game came out. This save right here, these two saves right here, really just have the whatever I caught to get to this point in the game. There's not a whole heck of a lot going for them right now, just because I made these saves as fast as I could to make sure I had valid DRIFLOON spawns in a game for this hunt. So these aren't my main saves. These saves will exist as long as they're needed for the DRIFLOON hunt, and that's probably where they're going to get left for now. But yeah, so that was my main team. Happy to have you here. What was your what's your main team, if you've got one? No, you need all 400 mons, but you also need to have gotten to Island 4, so all 4 Potexes are seen, or as soon as you get to the Island 2 with all 400 caught? That's actually a really good question, Shy. I have never thought about that. I almost feel like you would need to complete the game before they even consider checking your decks. I prefer waffles or pancakes more. I am a waffle man. I prefer waffles. Also, sorry if, like, I make weird faces. There's something, like, you guys ever get it where, like, one of my, like, nostrils was, like, kind of clogged, and it made, like, behind that nostril really dry. So, like, I've got, like, a tender, like, dry spot at the top of my mouth. Like, at the, like, roof of my mouth and stuff, and it's really obnoxious and a little sore. You guys ever get that kind of thing? You know in Gen 8, as soon as you get the search chest, you can get the charm. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. You could definitely do, like, get the whole decks, register the whole decks already. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if, like, the decks as a whole will register Pokemon, or will count Pokemon that you've seen, but you haven't unlocked, like, the island for. I don't know if it'll count those. You can literally get the shiny charm and use them just by dumping a living dex from bank the moment you get the second island. Okay, thank you, Jake. Thank you for that answer. Because, yeah, like, that... It makes sense, obviously. Like, they just do a check for the dex, but I wasn't sure if, like, they blocked it in some way. Pretty sure you've had a blocked nostril for 10 years. I can relate, Colin. My allergies are usually super, super rough. Or at least they were in, like, high school and stuff. They got a little bit better after I went to college and just, like, moved away for a while. I don't know if that helped it, or if there was just, like, something that was horrific right by my house growing up. But now I'm back in that general area, and I have no issue, or not nearly as much of an issue. But yeah, usually I would get such bad allergies 1 or 2 times a year to the point that I would be out of school for like 2 or 3 days. Like without fail. You just knew it was going to happen. It was rough. But basically, I'd always get allergies so bad that I'd basically get a sinus infection out of it. It was awful. You haven't had lemonade in over a month because they recalled it? As they found metal shavings in it from the machines messing up? Bro. that's a good reason to, like, recall it. But how do you get a machine that messed up that bad? Making lemonade of all things. I think you should still be allowed to buy it as long as you can prove you have a magnet to, like, pull all of the metal out with. It's like, don't worry, everyone. I have a magnet strapped to the bottom of my glass. All the shavings are pulled out. You want your lemonade? Make your own lemonade. Go buy lemons. Stick them in a cup. Squish it. Lemonade. For ice cream or cake more? Oh, that depends. It depends on the flavor. I don't have, like, the biggest sweet tooth, but depending on flavor, I would probably say ice cream. That's the powdered stuff, not the pre-made. Oh, got you. I think you deviated a septum and just never did anything about it. My friend had one of those. He had the very unfortunate. So basically, what had happened to him at one point is he fell and busted his face. Like he had some weird thing where he blacked out for half a second and fell on the sidewalk and busted up his nose and everything. And he started to realize it was bothering him and it was making it hard to breathe. Late spring 2020, and every time he went to a doctor about it or called a doctor about his symptoms of not being able to breathe very well, they're like, hey, go take this test, it's probably this other thing, let's make sure it's not. And he would have to take basically to go in and continuously take the more serious level of COVID tests. And then obviously it came back negative. He never left his house. He never left his house and had broken his nose in the past couple of years. So it's there's reasons to believe it's not this. And he just couldn't breathe right. It was always having all these issues, and it just became this cycle where it's basically he had to wait so long for the results to come back that by that time he had to make a new query, which then wanted a new test. And I think he was finally able to get through it. Basically, I think at some point he was like, look, I've dealt with this enough. Help me. So, but yeah, yeah, I think my friend kind of had that same kind of thing. I don't know. He might have had to have something done to his septum. Started shiny hunting your shiny Turtwig for a week, then cloned it and traded it for the other shiny starters and other shinies you'll look at by and Baneri. Gotcha. Ice cream cake. Had it at your grandma's birthday and it was amazing. Gotta go, be right back. Alright, see you in a bit, Shy. Yeah, so that was a rough situation for my friend, just timing wise on all that. It's constantly being told, oh, it might be this. It's no, I'm pretty sure it's not. Valid concern, but we've already resolved this. I imagine a lot of you guys have also been in the situation of, oh no, I feel slightly sick, or I have a cough or a sneeze. What if I have the plague, basically, right? I know that happened to me. Is just kind of thing where it's I remember when I went and got my first I just got one of the rapid tests at one point just because I was planning on going and seeing some very close personal friends and family and stuff like that. I was I should make sure I'm okay. I haven't really gone anywhere outside of the grocery store in 6 months, but I should make sure before I go and see relatively susceptible people. And, when they're asking the questions, oh, have any allergies? I'm just the spring and fall ones that have been really poorly timed with this. Because, obviously, when you start sneezing in, mid-March 2020, Like, all the alarm bells go off, and it's like, no, there's just pollen. Get your shiny Piplup at 683 resets. Nice. I'm jealous, Vixie. When will home be available for BDSP? Probably very early in 2022. Usually they wait until the start of the new year before they add in like connection with home or with bank in previous games. Just to kind of encourage the people who buy the game on release day, as well as the people who get the game, around Christmas time or just the other holidays and stuff. Encourage people to start and play the game with like the Pokemon in the game and not just immediately trade over their uber planned out perfect IV teams and stuff like that. Usually they kind of try to slow that down a little bit. Also, I think try to do that so they can kind of keep competitive a little bit more interesting, but competitive in this game is apparently only local from what I've heard, so that's an interesting one. Dealing with the issues like that right now. I thought your family you're living with is dealing with the common cold. All but you got sick and 2 were confirmed to have the plague. No! Ah, that's unfortunate. So yeah, you've got like basically from like 2 weeks of that happening, or like 2 weeks of that, from them like being better. Basically, you're just kind of sitting around like, don't cough, don't sneeze, don't like don't even breathe funny, worrying that like every time you get like a tickle in your throat that it's like the worst. And your mom are still waiting for your result. Well, I wish you the best. I hope, everything comes back negative with that and like you're in the clear. Yeah, I'm still not quite sure what my like exposure to any of that ended up actually being, because our office shut down pretty quick at the job I was at previously, and like basically I haven't been to an office since March 2020. Like that was one thing. Like, so I haven't really seen a lot of people there. The most I really went out for a long time was either just to go see very close immediate family, like my mom, my dad, my sister, like that kind of like level of movement, and they all stayed inside outside of going to very like necessary things. Like food, stuff like that. And like overall, I don't think, or no, I know a few of like my aunts and uncles did end up like getting it and stuff like later on. So I don't think I've actually like interacted with anyone directly while they were like infected with it. At least like while it was known. I did have a friend who went to Japan for some work stuff back in like November 2019 and came back to the US after that and was sick in a way that was like, we don't know what you have. This is very strange to have a fever and dry cough like this. The symptoms of everything at the time. And we hung out for like a weekend. Like the whole weekend, and like a few people like kind of felt a little sick like a week or two after that. Now is this like maybe I had it then asymptomatic. Who knows? Maybe I was almost patient zero. But yeah, that was like I said, that was like December 2019. That wasn't even 2020 yet. No one knew what was going on then. Hey, what's going on, Earthbound fan? Welcome to the stream. Have the house to yourself, so you want to hunt and then wait until supper to order pizza and binge some movies. Oh, that'd be nice. That sounds like a good evening. The issue that sucks is until you get confirmation that you're negative, I can't get to your significant other and it's been killing you. I feel that. Yeah, like, because I can imagine in that situation, it's probably even worse than, like, knowing you can't, right? Like, Like, if you know you can't, like, see them for a long time, like, and you know, like, the timeline for that, it's, like, at least, like, you have a timeline. But, like, in your case, it's, like, it could be negative, and as soon as you get the results, you can go see them. Or it could be positive, and then, like, you know that in, like, 2 to 3 weeks, you can go see them. Like, either way, there's at least a little bit of, like, certainty there. But until you know that, you're like, can I or can I not? Yo, we getting raided. Shining Umbreon raid. What's going on, Raiders? Welcome to the stream. Gaming, Dan Potato Plays, Kirk for a Razzie, Droop, Honage, Crow's Nest, Antler Mouth. What's going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, Raiders. How's it going? Brooke, welcome to the stream. Yo, Gage, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, dude. Yo, all right, let me grab Shining Umbreon's link real quick if I can type YouTube to get that link. Hey, yo, Mabel, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, Mabel. Let me see where. There's the link. Raid hype, guys. Yo, Shining Umbreon, what's going on? How's it going? It's going well, dude. It's going well. How are you? How was your stream? And thank you for the raid, man. How's the shiny outs? It's going well, Gaming Dan. It's going well. You're here from the raid too? Awesome. Yeah, happy to have everyone here. Yeah, welcome, Raiders. Welcome. If you guys are new to the channel, I'd love it if you left a like and subbed as well. I do a ton of shiny hunting streams and such. And guys, from my stream, if you don't know who Shining Umbreon is, here is their link. Go check them out. Everyone from my stream, definitely go give Shining Umbreon a sub. He's another awesome shiny hunting streamer. So yeah, just make sure I type things right. Guys, from my stream, go check them out. Links in chat. It's good. Still on Piplup. Dang, dude. Dang. I feel that. I still technically am on Piplup. I just have been taking breaks and doing other hunts as well. Here in a bit, you're going to play through Let's Go in Japanese. Oh, that'll be fun, Mabel. That'll be fun. Yo, Club Penguin is on the Wii. What's going on? You joke about being inside people's walls. Or actually in your walls. We're not the same. I actually live in the fiberglass. Yo, Witherchew, good luck on the hunt. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so Shining Umbreon, how many encounters you got now, man? You're underground grinding your Torterra to level 100 so you can hyper train them. Have fun with that. Best of luck. Hopefully it goes quickly. You're going to sub. Thank you, Gaming Dan. I appreciate that. Next Saturday, while your mom and sister will be gone, so you hope to finish Black 2 and White by then. Scrying Elite 4 round. Nice. On the hunt for Shiny Giraffe Rig. Oh, that'll be cool. You already subbed. Yeah, thank you, Mabel. I appreciate that. 1,600 on stream, but you've been doing it off stream some too. Got you, got you. Yeah, I think I'm somewhere around 1,600. I don't know if I'm quite there. I might be like 15 something. Or I don't know. I don't actually know. I feel like the count has just become like mind numbing and it's like making my brain mush thinking about it. Just with how long it's taking. You know, first time I've done like dual hunting for something and for it to be like the one time it takes forever and it's still one of the like longer hunts because of that. Cause you're doing it with a single switch too, right? Yeah, so that's 1,600. It's crazy. You've definitely done like more resets than me and spent more time on it. The raid overshadowed your shiny Weedle message. Oh, you got a shiny Weedle. Congrats, Earthbound fan. I can relate with your 683 reset Piplup. Dang. Yeah, and if Vixie, if that was the single switch, that's still a lot of encounters there. In your English one on Let's Get, you named your rival Fish. Was he fishy? Single switch. Dang, dude. That is impressive. I have massive respect for that to be that far into it now on a single switch. What are some commands you can use? I have been dragging my feet on actually doing stuff with Nightbot and like Cloudbot. Right now, I believe the only commands are a command to show the Discord link, a command to talk about memberships, and a command to give a link for subbing. So unfortunately, yeah, I don't have a ton of commands. That's been something I've wanted to kind of look into, but I've been busy with other things. You'd say you subbed to Umbreon. We already subbed. Heck yeah. Definitely deserves the subs. He's a great streamer. I love tuning into his stuff when I can. I always wish I could tune into more of like the other shiny hunting streams, but I'm either like at work and in meetings and can't exactly get away with that, or I'm like prepping my own stream most of the time. Thanks anyway. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's one thing. Like I said, I do want to work on it, but it just hasn't been. It just hasn't been the priority at the moment. It was Little Caesar, so you're happy. Nice. Also, guys, we actually haven't set a sub goal yet, or not a sub goal, a like goal for the stream yet. But guys, thank you for getting us to 15 likes already on the stream. That's really awesome. I really appreciate it. What do you guys think our sub goal should be for the night? You know, liability risk, what's going on? You're almost 1,000 encounters in the Giratina. Good luck to you, bro. And good luck to you on the Giratina. That's going to be an awesome shiny when you get it. $100? That'd be awesome if we could get 100 likes on this. One reason to hate you some, time changes at 6:30. Oh, like between day and night? That feels early for that. Or does it go to an evening time first? Good luck in Giratina. I have a bad history. Not so fond memories there, Shy. Playing Ultramoon and need Spinnerack. Ah. Oh, it's day right now? You wanted to change earlier then? I feel like I always ran into the issue where I needed the daytime stuff, but I'd always start playing later. And I was played in sun, so it always lined up with the actual day-night cycle. Bears are gonna be messed up if you change time. Ah, yeah. I mean, it shouldn't be that much longer. Only, what, like another half hour, I think? Anyone got a good nickname for Weedle? Oh, I'm terrible with nicknames. Someone in chat probably has a good one. That's why I never changed your DS at the time change. It would mess up berries. Oh, so for you, I guess it's like even a little bit more weird then, isn't it? It's an extra 48 because of how much you date skipped. At some point, I feel like it's worth it just to like deal with resetting it one time, right? Yo, Roger Younglove, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. You're new. Any luck on the shiny DRIFLOON? No luck yet. Still going for it here. Hopefully we can find it today, though. It'd be awesome if we can find it today. You got a name? Awesome. That's why you never do it. I mean, if you did it, like if you did it shy and just like collected your berries and did everything like that, like if you got everything like cleared out and liability risk, thank you for the sub hype. Like I think if you just like went ahead and dealt with it, like, you know, get your berries, do everything one day, and then just do a reset on that time, I don't think it's like you're gonna have to wait like 48 hours or anything for it to clear up. It's just 24, and then you can put everything back and it'll be all good. Or I think like if you finish your berries, did the reset and then put your berries in, I wonder if like that would work. Like if you put the berries in after you did the time change, I would imagine it just kind of go, yeah, that's fine, let's just keep going like normal. If you take out the game first, it'll think you put it on a different day. Berries respawn on their own. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the trees. I thought you were talking like berries at like the Pokepelago. Does this hurt you though? Your first language Japanese? Oh, like that's your native language? How will it hurt you though? No planting you some, but it messes with the spawning and the brawlers. Got you. Got you. Need a specific berry for a team. Okay, so you're working on that. This is the kind of thing you'll change once you get to that point. Two people can read your name. If Mel shows up, there'll be a third. What do you think about you calling your shiny Weedle Berry? I kind of like it. It's a cool name. And it's your shiny, so really it's just your opinion that matters on it at the end of the day. No way to tell for the Japanese you can fully know on Let's Go? What do you mean by like that? What do you mean by like no way to tell? How many shinies have I found in BDSP so far? 5. I have a full evolution line of Shinx, and I have a Bidoof and a Bibarel. That's all I have found so far. Different Japanese options and or Chinese. Oh, yeah, there are. Yeah, because you can play it with... yeah, because you can set it so that it's with kanji or just Romanji, right? Or not Romanji, just... sorry. Yeah, because you can set it to be kanji or just hiragana katakana, right? Now I want to play a Pokemon game in a different language for a challenge. It's interesting because you gotta, like, because it's hard to know what moves you pick, right? Because even if you just go off of, like, the base damage and accuracy, unless you know, like, this Pokemon learns this move, then you might, like, pick a move that has a horrible, like, side effect. So your time back 2 hours and then change back to your time. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, I've played through Pokemon games pretty far in Japanese, either because I have to if I want to play the cartridge, like, I think this cartridge is my, yeah, like I have all of my Gen 3 games are the Japanese ones. Yeah, like all my Gen 3 games are the Japanese games just because they're easier to collect. And then like I played through a lot of Pokemon Moon in Japanese because I wanted to get a Japanese Ditto. And yeah, in a lot of those cases it's like I don't know what move names are. I can read a little bit of Japanese. I can read a little bit of Japanese in terms of the dialogue and stuff, and like obviously I know what's going on. It's Pokemon, but knowing what the actual moves are called sometimes is a bit more difficult. Feel sorry for me. I mean, I have them, and like I try to kind of use them as practice. I did study Japanese in college, but I graduated like 2.5 years ago, and I really haven't used it much since then, so I've forgotten most of it. Is your Bidoof a male or a female? And if it's female, would you be willing to trade it for a male shiny? My Bidoof? I said Bidoof, not a Badoo. Like, Bidoof. And usually I don't trade my shinies. Oh, you're born in Tokyo. Awesome. You want to learn Japanese? Is it hard? It's got a lot of like obstacles. Yes, the grammar structure is very different. Obviously, the writing system is very different. It's doable though. It is. Japanese is, I believe, listed by, at least by like the U.S. government, like has, you know, kind of like ratings for how long they expect people to take to learn a language. Like if you just know English, they kind of like have a like chart for how long it takes to learn like the official language of various countries. And Japan is like, I think, the hardest one by a lot. As far as like the number of weeks it takes to learn, it's like an extra 6 months effectively. Yes, just yes it is. Yeah, really, that's the short of it. Yeah, it's really hard. I studied it for like 2.5 years and I know nothing. You know, shy is shy. Shy, the way that you write it there sounds out the word shy in English. It's not like equivalent to what like the actual translation for shy is. Pronounced the same as we do, or is it like absolute? So in that case, in the case of like what you wrote there, it sounds and pronounces like the word shy. It doesn't actually translate to like the Japanese word for shy. Yeah, konnichiwa. Yo, Flute Master 101. Anyone got a DRIFLOON? You can get for a Dex entry. You'll trade back. Someone might have one. I am currently shiny hunting mine. I do want to just make sure this one, yeah. Good luck with the shiny hunt. Just got your shiny starter. Yo, congrats, Flute Master. That's awesome. I'm still trying to get my shiny Piplup as well. But it's hard. It's hard. Those resets take a long time. So you say the characters, it sounds like shy. Yeah. So like for what you have there, yeah. But it's not like the word that would be used for like saying someone is shy or something like that. I still always just like, I love thinking about the fact that my name is like the easiest first name to translate into Japanese, because literally it just literally character for character translates, and I don't know of any other name that does that, because like, you know, my name is Ian, I-A-N, and it's just I-A-N. You're gonna sub? Awesome, Flute Master. I appreciate it. Why did it send twice? I don't know, man. Did you not just type it twice? I just assumed you typed it twice, like really get my attention. It's like a minute of pure cutscene. It's a minute of pure cutscene, and it's like another minute of pure load times. Oh, Yidra, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're running through Let's Go. Yidra, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Sub hype. I'm running through Let's Go in Japanese. So you can send your Japanese ditto to Sword after you get a new Japanese ditto 2 more times. Nice. Yeah, I played through. Yeah, so I have Sword and Shield, and the only amount of Shield that I played in Japanese until I could get to the wild area, so I could get a Japanese language ditto to trade to my English Sword save, so I could do Masuda method. That is the extent that I have played Shield, was just to get a Japanese ditto. And replay Pokemon Ditto in Japanese. Gonna play it, just play through the whole thing in Japanese. Yay! What's going on, Juan? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing today? One of your teachers at school learned Japanese. He's from Chinese parents, but he learned Japanese. He's going to teach your history class origami on Tuesday. Oh, that'll be fun. It's interesting. So, like I said, I took Japanese in college, and like half of the students in there, interestingly, were Chinese like global students. You know, like they were basically they came to the U.S. and went to the school I went to. And I guess like there's some requirement in some majors to have a foreign language credit. And it's interesting because I think a lot of them took the Japanese credit thinking it would be very, very similar to Chinese. And I think almost all of them realized they were wrong. He's amazing at it. Yeah, I mean, it's really impressive. Having put effort into it and having been very, very basic still after several years, it is impressive, listening to someone who learned it like as a second language speak it. Like for example, Mel. So for everyone who doesn't know, Mel is my girlfriend. We actually met in like our Japanese class. Like that is where we met, and then from there realized that we were like literally next door neighbors in our apartments. But yeah, so we met in Japanese class, and she had already been like self-learning for years and was extremely good, and is actually in Japan now, like working and stuff, and it's really cool. But it's always impressive, like hearing how like just easily she can speak when I just like to sit here and think like, which word is it again? And then I'm like wrong 90% of the time. Oh, you meant diamond. Oh, okay. Doing Battle Tree, or you mean Battle Tower and BDSP? How's that going for you, Juan? Paid $50 if you made a katana from origami and it legit only folds, no cuts or glue. That would be impressive. I guarantee you someone out there has figured out how to do it. I thought I had clicked on that. They should make a Pokemon Ditto game. Everything's Dittos. It's the only Pokemon. Only have 6 BP after 14 wins. I've heard it's really brutal to get that, yeah. Origami Pokemon. You've seen attempts, but they ended up using glue and stuff. Yeah. Pokemon Furret Moon. Everything is Furrets. That'd be fun, though. Yeah, if they just had, like, the Dittos randomly transform into stuff, I don't know how they would do that, but... like, I don't know how they would, like, decide what it turns into. Hey, Stone Family, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I am. I'm doing pretty well. Ready for the weekend. I've got a few things I'm doing. It's going to be a busy one. I might have a stream like Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. But yeah, no, it'll be a good day. It'll be a good weekend. I'm excited for it. Hope your day's been going well. Yeah, because as far as like today's been pretty chill. Work was pretty chill. My laptop took forever to boot up this morning, so I was late to my one meeting for the day, which was fun. But things happen. It happens. I was still able to give my status and everything as we do in those meetings. But yeah, no, it was a pretty chill day. One thing right now is I have like this weird like dry like back of my nose thing that's a little bit sore, but yeah, that happens. You're a furret. The islands are furrets. So your mom's a furret. I mean, I would assume if I'm a furret, it makes sense for my mom to be a furret too. I was late. I was late to my meeting, and then I was late to my own stream today. Today's just not a day of timeliness for me, I guess. Planning on watching Spider-Man No Way Home and sing to it with your mom and sister for Christmas, but plans changed. Aw, man. That stinks. Our English name is Mabel, and so is your Japanese name. Cool, cool. Your house is a furret. That's an interesting one. How do you fit a furret inside a furret? Keep forgetting. Oh, your trainer ID? What about the trainer ID? Technically, I was early. I was early to what I thought was the stream start, but I was late to what was actually the stream start. Keep figuring your name on here is Mabel. Oh, okay. Crazy for it's like 5'11". I mean, I guess like they're measuring it standing on its back feet. You know, like you could measure my cat like one way and she's like probably like 10 inches tall, and you could measure another way and she'd be like 2 feet tall. Or maybe not 2 feet tall. That's probably a bit tall for the cat. I don't know. It's a joke, by the way. You're early to what you thought was third period, but was actually late to second. Basically what I did. You're never late. Good for you. Punctuality is important. For the trainer, I don't know if they made a Pokemon Ditto what they would turn into. Yeah, like what would Ditto turn into? Yeah. If there were only Dittos, they could only turn into Dittos. What they need to do is they need to like mix Pokemon Ditto and Pokemon Snap. So you take pictures of Pokemon and then you can show those pictures to Ditto. One time for the dumbest reason. What's the dumbest reason, Shy? I need to know. So I have a pretty funny being late to class story. I'll tell it after you explain your dumbest reason situation here. So I know I've told my story on stream before, but I know there's a bunch of new people here. Yeah, just imagine it though, Mabel. Like you take pictures of all the Pokemon and you just have like a photo book, and this is like, alright, Ditto, like flipping through the photo book, it's like Garchomp. Had to get an RTI pass for band, and in the process you took long enough that you were 1 second away from your history class and the tardy bell rang, so you had to go to the main office for a note. Oh, that stinks. It's like one of those situations where it's like, depending on the teacher, they might have been okay with it, but that stinks. For a school dance, you stole the snack table. That's probably the best table. I don't blame you. Excuse me. But yeah, so my being late to class story was I usually got driven to school by my mom, just because I would usually get there fairly early. I'd usually get there fairly early because I did like a bunch of robot stuff, but I think I was just kind of late this one day, and because of that, like, I was still just gonna ride with my mom anyways, because that's just usually our plan. In high school, like, if you don't ride the bus a certain amount, and like if no one else rides the bus at your stop, it starts skipping it. I never rode, no one else rode, you know, like basically like all my neighbors were like on sports teams, so they were also going in early. I was going in for robots, but so basically, you know, I just rode with my mom, and along with dropping me off, she was going to drop off the dog at the vet, like basically just like a checkup, either a checkup or for like a grooming, you know, like 'cause I'll do the haircuts on the dog at the same place. And And we made it to the school, and we were just kind of driving around the line, you know, like all the people getting out of the cars and stuff, and pulling up to the drop-off point. And right as we got to where I was going to get let out of the car, the dog was sitting in my lap and got car sick all over my leg. Like, it was awful. It was warm. It was gross. I won't go into the details on that because it can just be gross. But yeah, so basically, dog vomited on my leg. I tried, like, hoping that it would just kind of all fall off and all would be clean, like real quick by like opening the door and kind of half standing, and no. So I sat back down in the car and drove off away from, my mom drove us off away from the school, and the dog's in the car, and the dog clearly can't handle driving places. So we dropped the dog off at the vet, you know, because that was the plan anyways for my mom after I got to school. So then I had to wait for them to get them all checked in. Probably go over the fact that, hey, just so you know, the dog just got car sick. So it took a little bit. And I was sitting in the car, just sitting in this. That was not a pleasant experience, but it was one that I experienced. So we do that. We go back home. I get a change of, like, jeans, put them on. Like, just a whole change of clothes. Get back in the car. We kind of clean the seat off, just in general. Like, kind of wipe it down before it, like, soaks in. Drive back to the school, and at this point, it's been like 30 minutes to an hour, so I'm late. I'm very late at this point, because I was just gonna barely be on time in the first place, and so I had to go to the front desk and get like a pass to be like, hey, you know, yes, I have checked in, I promise, like I didn't just like skip. Here's like my note, my excuse note written by the front office, and so I went to the front office and I was like, so I'm late. I was like 5 feet away from getting out of the car, and explained the whole story basically of like, and then the dog in my lap got sick, and I went and changed clothes, right? And I'm eating. I'm sorry. Hey, welcome back, Ash. But yeah, so basically I was like, the dog got car sick in my lap as I was gonna be getting out of the car, and you know, I'm telling this story to like the teacher's assistant up there. Like, some people basically, like, for one of their class periods would go sit at the front desk and write those notes, most of the time dealing with a lot of the I overslept kind of things, or oh, there was traffic or stuff like that. And so I just come in there and I'm like very embarrassed at the fact that like my excuse is I had a dog throw up on my leg while I was on the way to school. So you had to turn around at the school and go back and change clothes. And so the girl starts like chuckling, and then like also is like chuckles for a second, and then realizes I have to somehow write this down. And like you can see the confusion on her face. The actual like front desk lady also sees the confusion on her face, leans over and just goes, just write down sickness in the family. I was like, all right, excused late pass. Sickness in the family because my dog got sick in my lap. I was like, all right, that's funny and fitting and works out well for me. And it just so happened at the time that my first period of class was Spanish, and honestly, the teacher we had was one of my friends and I's like favorite teachers. Anyone who had him loved him. He was just this super loud, super happy, super friendly Cuban dude, and you know, I show up to class and like handed a note. This is like sickness in the family. He's like, oh no, is like your sister okay? I'm like, yeah, no, this is actually because my dog threw up in my lap. And of course he like full on like belly laughing at this, and it was a good time overall outside of the dog getting sick. You know? I remember this probably never that. Probably never gonna have that. You got in from one side top right to the other side. The left, and then you had to go down to the bottom of the T. Oh, got you. Yeah, that stinks. Our school is pretty bad too as far as layout with stuff. Like, there was a few times where I only made it to class because I had to go grab like something out of my locker, and I only made it to class because like the teacher in the class I was like leaving let me go early because I had to get to my locker. That's the only reason I made it to the other class. It was basically like hey, I need to go get a textbook for this other class. I have so-and-so. And the teacher in the class I was in was like, oh yeah, they're not gonna like accept you being late for any reason. Go. Get your textbook. because we had a our school basically had originally been the school for the entire area, like way back before like the population was large enough to have multiple schools. So like one part was the high school, there was another like middle school and an elementary school all on the same campus basically. And over time the population grew enough to actually make a middle school and an elementary school, and then more high schools and more elementary schools. Now there's tons of them. But yeah, so our school was very like disconnected and had a literal football field in the middle of it. And I was on one side, and my class was also on, like both my classes were on one side, and my locker was on the other side. So I had to go all the way across to get my stuff if I ever had to go to my locker. That was never fun. Throwing after high school's roof in Japan. Yeah, we couldn't get on the roof at our school. They wouldn't let us up there. I don't even know if it was possible. I think they had to like bring ladders if they needed to get up there to work on it. Which they could do, because our school's only like one floor. I'm gonna shiny hunt Lillipup. Wish you luck. Best of luck, Ash. Best of luck with that. Didn't do anime work, so you're not able to break anything. Good thing you weren't able to break anything. Yeah, there were a lot of things that we broke, but we did it in like we had, at my school, I did competitive robotics at my school, so we built robots as like our club. And so for that we needed like power tools and all this stuff, and we had the whole like workshop that we could work in. And there were many stories of things getting broken, things flying across the room or blowing up and stuff like that. I was like the anime high school. Okay. I just started a sword playthrough in Japanese for a challenge. Best of luck with that, Earthbound fan. Good luck knowing what moves are. And good luck knowing what they're called. I guess that right there is the challenge, though, right? Yeah, so I have a ton of stories of like various things happening in the engineering labs at the school. It was a lot of fun, you know. I have a lot of good memories. You know, you will need it, yeah. Good luck with it, yeah. Yeah, like I know you remember a lot, yeah. It's good to have those memories, you know. And new looked at the level up move list of all the mons on your team and wrote it down in English. There you go. Choose sword for the move relearner. Okay. That way, like if you do mess up, you can fix it. Like once you learn what a move is or was. A lot of stories. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, there was a time where me and one of my mentors, like one of the adults in the room, we were testing something out, and we didn't realize we had basically made a bomb. Nothing like, you know, big blow up a building kind of thing, but we had basically one time we had to build a robot that could shoot frisbees. Like it could, like, you know, shoot frisbees into a goal. So I had to kind of spin them up and shoot them. And we tried basically building like a frisbee launcher, which was made with like a spinning wheel in the middle and then just like a wall on the outside shaped in like a U. So you could like put a frisbee in it, and it would take the frisbee and spin it around and shoot it out, and it would get the frisbee spinning and all the stuff it needs to for shooting it. And it wasn't working right. It was slipping too much. Like the wheel was very slippery on the frisbee, so it wasn't actually like making it spin. So we figured we had put like foam around the wheel. And then when we spun the wheel up, the foam didn't like getting spun that fast and exploded. And shot like giant sharp chunks of plastic and foam everywhere. Like we like dented a door. It was crazy. That was the day that I decided I would be one of the programmers on the team and not one of the like designers or one of the engineers. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go sit behind a computer so I don't like potentially get hit with something exploding again. Hey, Vanillix, what's going on, man? Yeah, there was another time a kid was using the table saw to cut some wood. I don't know if it was for a robot or some other project, but he was cutting a piece of wood, and when he finished cutting it, a little piece was like between kind of, you know, there's like a spacer you can use to make sure, like, as you're cutting, you know, like if you need to cut like 4 inches, you can like move this bar like 4 inches away from the blade, so you can like push the wood against that, and as you cut, it keeps it 4 inches away. So he did that, and so it was like, you know, it was a few inches away, and he was cutting a little piece of wood, and once it cut all the way through, he wasn't pushing the little tiny piece through as well, that was between like this bar and the blade. So it was just sitting there next to this blade, and it's vibrating because it's next to the blade, and the blade caught it, like a tooth on the blade caught the piece of wood, and just shot it like right past the kid's head. And apparently, like that was the like Saw story that I knew, because I saw it happen. I watched it happen. But the other Saw story, apparently, a couple years after I left, someone was doing the same thing basically with aluminum, and the blade just ripped the aluminum apart, made it into like a knife, and just shot it the same kind of way. Fortunately, it also didn't hit anyone, but yeah, no, that's like the kind of stuff that happens, and I'm like, this is why I do computer things. I don't do like mechanical stuff. Why in Japanese can you only have 6 letters to a name? Because the characters they use in Japanese take up more data per character. So usually you're allowed to have half the characters of the names in English. You stole a locker? How did you steal a locker, Mabel? No, we didn't do anything like that. Yeah, we were kind of banned from doing pranks like that when like, because usually a thing in the US is senior pranks. So like, you know, the kids who are graduating do like a prank on the school and stuff, and it's usually all in good fun. But what had happened is the year before us, a group did something that like made the news, like for not good reasons. So we weren't allowed to do one my year. Didn't get to do senior pranks. I feel like they've just, in general, like cracked down on that a lot more. Hey, what's going on, that one Juggalo? Yeah, kickback's awful, dude. Yep. Yeah, I mean, and that's just why you got to be like ready for it. And like again, we had all the tools to kind of like keep that from happening as much as you can. Our shop teacher did have like a sheet of aluminum kickback on him at one point, which was not fun. Ongoing prank between your friend and I is to steal something with him, knowing that he'd chase you down. Oh, it's good. Oh, yeah, that would do it. It's not even a prank. Your school didn't care. They didn't care that you stole a locker? What? Gonna be hard. Didn't know which was which between tackle and growl. Yeah, you're gonna have to be looking at like how much damage stuff does for sure. Do it before the teacher comes in to avoid getting in trouble again. What? That's crazy. That's crazy, Mabel. Oh, they did it when you graduated. Okay. Unless they really can't do much then, right? You're like, oh, okay. They're just kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. They took a locker. Yeah, we also kept having issues with our saw, because we had a table saw that obviously we were using. The same one that caused multiple kickback issues and shot multiple different shards of materials across the room. We had other issues with it where sometimes it was too safe. Basically, it was one of the first saws I'm aware of. It was like right around the time that like the saw stops came out, like the fancier kind of saws that can detect if they're cut it, like if you've slipped and hit it with your finger, it'll just shoot the blade down and instantly stop it. So it was one of those, and I don't think we ever had a situation where the blade shot down because someone actually like hit it with their finger. We had multiple situations where it shot down because someone was cutting, forgot that you have to turn off that sensor if you're gonna cut metal or like plexiglass. Like if you're cutting like polycarbonate, like some plastics get really staticky, and that static sets off that sensor. So there are multiple times you just hear in the shop like, and it was someone just cutting like a sheet of plastic, and the blade just was destroyed because they destroy the blade instead of like cutting a finger. It's funny because before that someone stole a toilet. What? How do you steal a toilet? For it to have to know it hit your finger, it's still gotta hurt having it get hit. That's what you're asking. Oh, did you ask about that? I don't know. I didn't see anyone ask that. It can shut it off super quick. Basically it has like a capacity. It can like sense capacitance, which is basically like the ability for something to hold a little bit of an electrical charge. Which is actually how touchscreens on phones work. It basically works off the same way that like a phone touchscreen works. So the instant you touched it, it was shooting the blade down to the table, and the way that it shot the blade down, first off, pushed the blade down into the table, but it also kind of like made the blade rotate away from your finger. So basically, as soon as you touched it, the blade was moving away from your finger. So like it didn't even like draw blood. It would just immediately like knock it down. A lot of work. Oh yeah, absolutely. I imagine it takes a lot of work to steal a toilet. But yeah, so like the blade like just immediately knows that you've hit it, and the way that it shoots the blade down, it stops it. During the devious like challenges, someone legit broke a toilet in multiple pieces and stole it that way. Yeah, but then you've just stolen pieces of porcelain. You haven't really stolen a toilet then. The real challenge is to steal a toilet in one piece. Yeah, winning, son. What's going on? Survive the night. Hopefully we're winning today. Hopefully we are. Someone did a refrigerator too. I feel like your school might have needed better security. They effectively sold it. Yeah, I mean, if you like glue it back together, you've got a toilet. Fighting Palmer now. Best of luck, Juan. That was a year before the toilet. That's crazy. Had the money in the budget to fix the plumbing and a new toilet. I was just not there. It was in one piece, yeah. That makes it really impressive. They both were, yeah. I'd actually be more impressed if they broke the fridge into multiple pieces. That would take a lot of effort and a lot of force. Whole bathroom's taped off, because using one may send water into the missing one and ruin the bathroom too. Yeah, I guess like they have to turn the water off for the whole thing. So do they walk past you out the door? We had our school had a situation after I left where some kids set up like a secret hideout at the school. Like they found like a place that had been blocked off, but like hadn't been completely blocked off. So they found out how to get in there. And what they did, they bought a couch. They bought a couch to put in there. And they brought it onto the school property and were walking it over to their secret place. And a teacher caught them. Like they got caught. And the teacher asked, "Oh, what are you doing this for?" And they said, "Oh, it's for theater. It's for drama. We need this for a set, for a play." And the teacher went, "Okay." And they just kept going. Laugh your ass off, yeah. I was actually going to ask you to tell the story of the couch. Hey, I'm glad we're on the same page there, Shy. But yeah, no, that was crazy to hear about. But yeah, that really just goes to show, if you act like you know if you act like you're supposed to be doing something, 99% of the time people will believe you. Also, guys, I hate to do this, but I think the stream's going to be shorter tonight. My like dry sore nose is becoming a sore throat, and I don't want it to like actually become a thing. So I might call it soon. Apologies for that. It sucks because I really do like doing DRIFLOON. DRIFLOON's like my favorite hunt so far. Why are you in the halls after the bell? It's for drama. Like, why are you in the halls after the bell carrying a couch? Like a couch that's clearly a thrift store couch. Granted, I mean, no one I'm aware of actually got like stopped for just walking around the halls, like between classes, because you know, for one thing, we didn't have like hall passes that were like handed out. Like, yeah, here's your hall pass. Go to the bathroom. It's just kind of like, can I go? Sure. You know, it was like only one or two people allowed out of class at once, but like in general, like it was just kind of, yeah, go and come back. Or like a lot of times I would be out of class because like I finished work early, or I finished like my work early or something, so I went over to the engineering room to do robot stuff, and so I was just walking around for that. I think that might have been part of it, is like I was just known to be in that club. Why just doing it's for drama? Yeah, you know me. I'm definitely the biggest drama channel here on YouTube. Hey, Z Quack, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? One but why this is Rhyperior, no ice beam on your Garchomp. Hey, what's going on, Mel? Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. A third person can read your name, yeah. Well, things that happen in your school. It's always fun when you have like those crazy stories. But I don't have anything that tops someone stealing a toilet. I can say that I don't have someone like, no one stole a toilet at our school. Most of my other stories that aren't like related to like things going wrong in a like tool shop or like just fights. Most of those I just heard the stories of. I wasn't involved in those. Shocker, right? After the dono goal, yeah. Getting there. We're also getting close to 3,000 subs. We're getting really, really close to that one, actually. That one would be awesome to be able to hit before the end of the year. Not holding my breath or anything, but it'd be pretty cool. For you, that happened a lot. Yeah. It sounds like it, yeah. Hey, what's going on, Jake? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? But yeah, guys, I think we are probably only going to go here for a little bit longer. Yeah, like I said, the dry sore nose thing has become a little bit of a sore throat. So I'm probably going to call it here soon. Well, we're going to go to 826, I guess. We'll go to 826. So we'll do a few more encounters here. I just want to make sure I feel okay tomorrow, and especially on Sunday. That's like the last big race I have for the year. So I don't want to be sick for that. I don't want to miss it. I missed last month's, so I don't want to miss that. So yeah, apologies for it being a much shorter stream, both because I started late and because I'm ending early. But I still want to push it and like end up with like a really sore throat tomorrow or something. Explain how of all mons you don't have a Pikachu in BDSP. Are you talking about BDSP, Shy, or are you talking about something else? Pikachu's like weirdly like later on in the game. Someone stole a mirror in your middle school. What's with all of the theft, Mabel? Oh, and you some. I don't know, man. You just haven't been looking hard enough for him, I guess. Hey, what's going on, John? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, man? How was your Friday? Ending early, unsubscribed now. No. I'm planning on trying to stream a little bit on Sunday, if I can. Tomorrow I'm busy with some things, with a few things, so tomorrow won't work. But Sunday, like early afternoon, I'm hoping to stream. I guess you can't catch it. You have to SOS a Pichu to have it appear, or evolve Pichu. Can you actually not catch a Pikachu? I thought you could. Japan is an odd place. I've heard many stories. Can if you SOS a Pichu. I didn't realize. I thought it still had some places it was just a normal encounter. Is it really like only available through SOS outside of like evolving a Pichu? That's weird. You can get your Pikachu through SOS. Okay, yeah. So through SOS you can do it. Yes, So that I just didn't realize like Pikachu wasn't a like standard encounter. Jumped out a window. Dang. SOS only. How did I not realize that? Really? That's weird. That's why you love Japan. I want to try going over there and visiting. Right now Melody, the mod in chat, she's over there. I've been trying. I want to go visit her at some point, but it'll probably be like the spring at the earliest right now. And even that's not like for sure. Come on. There we go. The full name. Alright, cool for like someone like Mabel who doesn't know who Mel is. You got back a day or two ago. Oh, nice. Alright guys, this is gonna be our last encounter for the day. Like I said, I'm sorry for ending early. We are gonna do a raid, so I'll pass you off to another shiny hunting stream. So you guys can keep watching some stuff. Yeah, like I said, sorry for having to end. I just don't want to like risk making my throat worse and making me feel like sick tomorrow or something. So thank you for understanding, hopefully. This is not the intention. I really did want to hunt DRIFLOON a good bit today. Excuse me, but yeah. Even if you're probably not running into the mire. Yeah, that'd be pretty rare to happen. But alright, guys. No shinies today. Like I said, sorry for ending early, but thank you to everyone who was here. Thank you to all the new subs. Thank you to Shining Umbreon for the raid. A big thank you to Z4 for becoming a new member. We are doing a raid, so go through with that. Hashtag mindless raid. I'm going to try to stream Sunday if I can. We'll see. We'll see if I have time or how I'm feeling. But yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Yeah, that was really, yeah, like I said, Vanillix, I'm sorry. I'm not feeling super great right now, and I don't want to push it. Like, just, like, sore throat-wise, so... like, even on, like, a good day, my throat feels really sore after a stream, so if it's feeling sore, like, an hour and a half in, it's probably gonna not be great to go for 3 hours. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you on Sunday. If I don't see you Sunday, I'll see you Monday. Until then, take care.